has just taken control of the secondary, and Dexter's just inches behind him. But has really taken charge and really been a leader, not just for the secondary, but for the defense. Vocal, all right, inspiring. And Pratt, the same thing with the front, with the whole defense. And I know they talked a lot over the summer in their workouts in the weight room, in their running sessions with the strength coaches. And I've just seen that increase in volumes over the summer from Moorhead, Pratt, Dex, and I've seen it continue this fall camp, and I'm really proud of those guys for it. And they know that that's their role now. And never went to them and told them. They took it upon themselves, and it's been very impressive to me.
There's a lot of that because they did play last year, where you almost have to have the experience for other players to look at you and say, "This guy knows what he's talking about."
Yeah, those guys have been out there in the pressure cooker. You know, they've played a lot of football, and we're Arias, Fernandez, Chubb, BJ, Sean Boone. That was their defense last year, and I think these guys see now it's our opportunity. It's our opportunity now. All right, and we're going to take that role. We're going to embrace that role. And I've seen those guys do that, and I've been so proud of them. They've been consistent with it. All right, starting in the spring, increasing it in the summer, and now in the fall camp.
When you go back and look at last year, I'm sure you've been over it with a fine-tooth comb. What stands out to you as things you guys need to improve on?
Yep. Well, we need to improve on some of the big plays we gave up. All right, and a lot of times we were in position to make the play. Now we just got to make those 50-50 plays. All right, when we're in position to make the play, let's make them.
Yeah.
Players got to make plays. So that's something we've talked a lot about. All right, we want to be a defense that's going to create more turnovers. Take the ball away. All right, there were times we had opportunities. Ball was on the ground, we didn't get it. Anytime ball's on the ground, it's got to be our ball. All right, so we can't have those missed opportunities. All right, so defensively, we've got to take advantage of every opportunity that we can. We got a bunch of new guys, young guys playing, mixed in with some of the older guys, but every opportunity we have as a defense, we can't miss those opportunities. We got to make plays.
How are the nickels looking so far?
Oh,
you know what?
Thanks.
Yeah, you're welcome. Jessica, right?
yes, sir.
Gotcha, brother. I'm gonna tell you, Stephen Griffin's been hurt. I'm gonna get him back soon. Had a great spring, but we haven't had him in fall camp yet. Freddie Phillips is coming back from that injury. Freddie's sitting right here next to me. Love him. Awesome kid. One of the hardest workers on the team. Both on the field and off the field. Tremendous athlete. But he's missed a lot of football in the last year. So he's got to get himself back into football shape, physically, mentally, and he's going to be a really good player.
I'm sure there's an outside perception that with all the guys from the D-line that are now, getting ready to play for the NFL, that there's no way that this group can be as good as last year's. Do guys like Roseboro Bryant take that as a challenge amongst themselves, do you think?
Sure they do. And I want to mention one more kid. All right, Tanner Engel at the nickel position. True freshman. Has been outstanding. Going to be a really good football player. Been so impressed with him. The defensive line, those guys played so long for so many years. Chubb, BJ, Justin Jones, Contavious. Roseboro was always kind of in the shadow. James a little bit in the shadow. Well, now though, and there's Bryant. But now it's their time. It's their opportunity. All right, and Darian's played a lot of football. James has had plenty of snaps. Brian's played a bunch of football. They've all been in that rotation. Now it's their time. All right, and we're really looking for those three guys, and we'll find the rotation at the nose position. All right, and a second group of guys that keep a rotation, to keep fresh, big bodies in there. But those guys, it's their time and it's their opportunity.
Did you see them? Did they say this team play like they have something to prove in these first couple of days? Yeah,
they're practicing and playing with that chip on their shoulder. They know it's their time, it's their opportunity, all right, and it's their time to flash. And I've seen them playing with that chip, and they just got to keep that chip and keep playing for us.
Who do you see standing out beside Pratt? the other linebacker position?
You know, I think Brock Miller has really done some good things, and we just had our sixth practice today. I think Brock has done some really good things. Louis Acestes had a really good practice today. Isaiah Moore, had a little bit of a hiccup with an ankle sprain a couple of days ago, but came back. All four of those kids, led by Pratt, Brock, Lewis, Isaiah, all had good springs, and so far in camp have done a good job in camp. So I've been very pleased with those guys. And then Calvin Hart, a true freshman, has been sprinkled in here and shown some promising things. So right now I'm very excited about what I'm seeing from the linebacker.
When you look at the other side of Nick McLeod at the corner position, you've got numerous guys that are kind of competing there. Like, who's standing out there for you?
Well, you know what? I think that position is going to go all the way down to the end of camp. Chris Ingram, Vernon Greer, Tyon Palmer, who's just got here, Keyshawn Miller, Maurice Terrell. I think that whole group back there, and Coach Barlow does a great job with them, and we're just going to get that rotation, and I think it's going to go all the way down to the end of the camp to really see who kind of separates himself from each other.